Cassandra, what do we got? What do we got? I love the specificity in these names right here. We have Cassandra. Above we had Chloe, Sam, Sophia, Marcus. We had Clara Bow before. I'm hoping with Cassandra we get another storytelling song. I'm a huge fan as a songwriter myself of actually in the next couple songs we got Cassandra, we got Peter, we got Robin. A lot of names in these actual upcoming songs. I am a big fan of these. Storytelling songs. I don't know if this is gonna be a storytelling song, but I like the idea of storytelling songs. And it's a songwriter. It's just I think I just like it. That's my style of songwriting I like to do. I like to listen to. But regardless, let's see if it is. If you're interested in seeing the full album straight through with the reactions, which will probably at this point be like 3 or 4 hours long, which is wild. So you can grab a big thing of popcorn and hang out. It'll be on Patreon as soon as I finish it. So. Check that out. There's also a whole bunch of other stuff on Patreon as well if you want to check that out. If you want to check out my music, it means a lot to me. This is Cassandra. Let's see what we got.
I was in my new house placing daydreams.
Nice. Beautiful piano matching that
the
vocal.
crack along the wall. I pass it and those
I need to start this over to read the lyrics. I was too distracted by the really nice piano playing and the beautiful piano along with that melody. That was really nice.
I was in my new house placing daydreams, patching up the crack along the wall. I pass it and lose track of what I'm saying, 'cause that's where I was when I got the call. When the first stone
Sorry, I'm trying to get it linked up again.
Got the call. When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets, there's a raging riot. When it's burned the witch, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, it's quiet.
Ooh, cool change right there in the piano melody. That is wildly true. When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets, there's a rage and riot, but when they're screaming, burn the witch, they're shrieking. But when the truth comes out, it's quiet. That is so true of society, man, in general. It's been that way for 1,000 years. It's never changed. Like, it's just like, in the riotous moment, there's all this hoorah and like, anarchy. And then it comes out like, oh, this is the truth, this crickets. And like, it's sad. The lack of justice sometimes. This is really cool production. We have that like muted lo-fi kind of style kick drum coming through. Again, matching the piano. Piano just changed melodies right there. We had this like scratching thing in the right ear. Did you notice that? Like there's some sort of melodic thing. Super, super low in the mix, but like adding all these things slowly builds the song dynamically up and up and up and up. It's very cool, actually. Let's go back to this line right here so that we can hear the transition.
When the truth comes out, it's quiet. So they killed Cassandra first, 'cause she feared the worst and tried to tell the town. So they filled my cell with snakes, I regret to say. Do you believe me now? I was in my tower weaving nightmares.
Ooh, nice echo on that.
Into snarls.
Hear that like
they say what doesn't kill you makes you aware.
Never heard
what
that.
happens if it becomes who you are?
Nice 3-part harmony.
So they killed Cassandra first, 'cause she feared the worst and tried to tell the town.
Snare drum
So
rhythm
they
coming
set
in.
my life in flames, I regret to say. Do you believe me now?
I have no idea what's going on. It sounds like a story, but I don't understand. I'm following the story, but I'm not following the meaning. Who is Cassandra? Why did they kill her? What was she going to tell the town? I have no idea. So let me know what this is talking about.
I regret to say, do you believe me now?
I like that lo-fi drum sound.
They knew the whole time that I was
very beautiful. All right, let me talk about the lo-fi drums a little because I want to talk about two things here. This very cool like choir organ sound coming out, very bright, very metallically bright, which is cool. I like this a lot, actually. Very, very different of the lo-fi drums, which the drums are, but it's a cool contrast we're hearing. The drums are this, what's the word I'm looking for? Like muted kind of tone with like we have this kick drum, very lo-fi, like lo-fi meaning like the actual term lo-fi comes from low fidelity, which is like high fidelity would be like a crisp, clean sound. Low fidelity would be like a muddy or dirty or like not great quality sound, but it's a very distinct sound. And what like high fidelity kick drum would be like this very clean. You hear every frequency. Lo-fi is like it's like the difference would be like a digital sound, a digital recording, and like an analog record player. You know, one's super clean, crisp. You hear everything that was supposed to be. The other one has a little bit of character, but it's not the clean original sound. Maybe the high frequencies are a little bit more rolled off. Maybe there's a little bit like of a scratchy sound or stuff like that. So that's what we're hearing here with the lo-fi drums, with like muted snare drum, kind of compressed snare drum with that kind of rhythm. The kick drums muted as well, giving this kind of like not dark, but like I don't know what the tone I'm looking for is. Let me think about that. But it's a cool contrast. Like now these ethereal, like either organs or vocals or whatever they are, synths on the high frequencies that are a lot more metallic and bright. So let's rewind this.
They knew the whole time that I was
really beautiful up there.
Something. The family, the pure greed, the Christian chorus line. They all said nothing. Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll. That they never spared a prayer for my soul. You can mark my words that I said it first. In a morning warning, no one.
Morning warning is a cool line, rhyme. I'm very confused. Like, what's going? Tell me what the metaphor is here, because it was also interesting. She said Christian chorus line, and then there was a whole bunch of vocals on that. She only emphasized that line. Like, very interesting storyline.
I patched up the crack along.
Where are we?
The wall. I patched up the crack along the wall. I pass it and lose track of what I'm saying. 'Cause that's where I was when I lost it all. So they killed Cassandra first 'cause she feared the worst and tried to
other
tell
scratchy
me
sounds left here.
down.
Guitar coming in.
So they filled my cell with snakes. I regret to say, do you believe me now?
Strings coming in.
I was on to
Drums are really cool, man.
They all said nothing. Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll.
That's such a great line. Also notice that the minor third, major second that she's doing there, no, I'm sorry. It is not a minor third. It's like it's a minor second, I think, right? Nothing like a payroll. That note right there is not in the key. It's actually between two notes that are in the key, and it's a very distinct. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not even. It's. I'm gonna guess we're in the key of C because all these songs are in the key of C or G, or we're not actually. We're in the key of D. Bum bum bum. Let me hold on.
A prayer for my soul. They all said nothing.
Actually, no, we're in the key of C. No, we're in the C minor, actually.
Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll.
So it's like blood's thick, but nothing like a pay. But she kind of hear that chromatic note. Hear that? I don't know. It's a cool transition tone. It's used a lot in like blues music, but it just adds character, man. I like that. This is nice.
But they never spared a prayer for my soul.
Huge sonicascape in this.
I said it first in a morning warning. No one heard.
cool morning word right there, as opposed to like morning day, morning like sad. So I think those things we're hearing in the background, it's a mix between synthesizers and I think vocals. I think it's a mix with like a cool layer between all those.
When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets, there's a raging riot. When it's burned, the witch, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, it's quiet.
The drum is so cool in here.
Quiet.
Again, classic Taylor writing style where she repeats a verse or a couple lines at the end of the song. It's a super classic way that she writes, where she likes to bring back a line and just end with the same line, and then sometimes it'll be slightly altered where it's like 3 of the same lines and the last line's different. Production was sick on this. I really liked how they let it breathe, meaning this was a 4-minute song. Like, they could have done this in 2:45 or 3 minutes, and they could have gotten the point across, but they left space, and it didn't necessarily feel like it dragged, but I like the space. It needed to be this long. Like, they allowed it to be this long. They could have again condensed it, and maybe it would be like more of like a pop song, like kind of thing where like it fits the pop mold. But like this is a creative art as opposed to necessarily just, oh, this song needs to make money, right? And I like that. I liked it a lot. I have no idea what it meant, what the meaning behind it was, unless it was just a story, because it could just be a story. Well, be a story, and I like that too. But with all the things we've been seeing in this album so far, I have a feeling it's probably not just a random story like the folklore kind of album, or just stories. But I don't know. I'd love to know your perspective. Leave a comment down below. If you want to see this full album straight through, check out the Patreon, as well as so many other videos on the Patreon. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace.